Hello, this is HunterHexin here. In this live stream, there was a new footage for Age of Calamity, and also some Pikmin stuff. So, I mean, I'm not gonna watch the Pikmin part because that's weird, but I'm just gonna start watching.
Thanks, JC. Thanks, Corey. Wow, Pikmin looks like a lot of fun.
No, it's not.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kay from Nintendo Treehouse, and I've got my colleagues Chico and Kendra here with me. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that we are doing this remotely. So there might be some technical limitations, but we're asking for your patience and your understanding as we work as hard as we can to bring you an amazing stream. So today we're going to take a look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild,
Okay, I know this.
and
Just
tells
give
the
me
story of the
footage.
Great Calamity and the events leading up to it, which really can only be told through the 1 versus 1,000 action of a Warriors game. We'll start off with a first look at Urbosa. I'm so excited.
Woohoo!
Chico, are you ready?
Yes, I am. So
Let's get started.
I'm right. I know. I'm playing as urbosa right now, as you can see, and I'm actually
Chico.
inside the Hyrule town right now. And then it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be using X and Y button to do reinstall.
Oh, that was a second electric.
And then also A.
attack.
Oh wait, Iga must is coming. Right now, the Hyrule town is under attack by Iga clan. I don't want to talk about why they're here. But the objective is I have to actually
Okay,
defeat
well
all
then
three
it's definitely got
Iga
story
Great
implications
Mushrooms.
because they're refusing to
So
talk.
to do that, in addition to the usual Hyrule Warriors action, I have to use rune to
Oh, that was
counter
sick.
attack. And I can use, I just use the stasis now, as you can tell. But each
Okay, so
character
it's the
can
first one
use
in
all
English, so this
four
is-
different runes in different occasions. So I need to focus on attacking him right now. So I'm gonna let Kay and Kendra talk about what's unique about Urbosa.
Great, thank you so much, Chico. Yeah, Urbosa's gameplay is really fun and exciting, and as you can see, it's focused on her ability to use an attack with lightning. She has a unique ability to charge up lightning, which is represented by the gauge at the top of the screen. And
Okay, that's
yep,
sick.
she's charging it right there. And once it's charged up, she can actually use the lightning in addition to her strong attacks to kind of strengthen those attacks and do some really character-specific stuff with it. She also uses lightning in her weak point counters and in her special attacks. And if Chico can get the timing right, after some of these big attacks where there's still some electricity lingering in the air,
Nice.
she can charge up her electricity super quick, which takes a lot of skill
Yes.
and a lot of timing, but it's very satisfying when you can pull it off.
Okay, so I'm
Oh, it's got
going
original
to
music
the
from Gerudo Town.
town.
Yeah, no,
And I
that's
just
not,
wanted
that's
to
not
add
the same
too,
music from...
aside
Breath of
from
the
the gameplay that you're seeing, well, first of all, oh wait, no,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
interrupting myself because there's a Korok.
There it is.
No,
It's so
not the
cute.
core. No, they're
Really
Korok
cool
seeds.
in the stages that you can find. But this is the first time that people get to play as Urbosa, which is already super awesome. And this area probably looks pretty familiar to some Breath of the Wild fans.
Yeah.
And it's
the
cool
whole
to
town
see
looks
these
so
places.
great.
Pre-calamity. But what I did want to say is fans can look forward to getting more backstory on these characters as well. You really get a good look at Urbosa's relationship to Zelda, and also more information about Urbosa's relationship to Zelda's late mother. So if you're like me and you love to get to know the characters and get to know them in ways that you didn't get to in Breath of the Wild, this game is your opportunity to do that.
That's right. It's really, there's a lot to unpack in here and a lot to see, and it's very thrilling for fans of Breath of the Wild to be able to take a look, a more in-depth look at this time in the story.
Okay, so
All
you can
right,
play
and
as
now
Zelda.
we're
This is the
taking a
first-
look at Zelda's gameplay.
So all her attacks
which
are
is
she
also
good.
a first look, very exciting. As you can see, she uses the runes as her
What
main
is
attacks.
Oh,
In addition to being able to use them,
Okay,
just
so like the
everyone else.
Magnesis is her
And
basic
she can,
attack.
create different combinations of runes to take out huge swarms
Oh,
of
that's a
enemies.
ton of enemies.
Oh my gosh. In a very unique way. It's it's so cool to see
true Chico
Zelda
fashion.
being able to take out these guys.
Yeah, and for me, anytime Zelda gets to, you get to play as Zelda and annihilate enemies as Zelda, it's pretty much a win for me.
Oh, her special.
Because Zelda in a Zelda game.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick. Oh, he
Well,
like
and
locks
she's
onto
really
him.
fun to play as in this one. Nice work. Nice work.
I'm just gonna go back to urbosa because she is my favorite.
Oh, and there's voice acting like in the
She's great.
I know Zelda
like
is
not
great, but
outside of cutscenes.
okay, so I
Urbosa's
have
also
to
great.
chase
But
after.
Urbosa.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, those alphas.
I have to chase after the Iga one people, so I'm gonna go after that to the location I'm told to go. There looks like
Ooh,
there's
they're
a
like
lot
in
of people here.
formations. Oh, there's so many.
And for people who are new to the Warriors series, as you can see, there are prompts on the screen that help guide you through the
Oh
process
my
of the
god, that
gameplay,
is a
and
sick
the action.
finish.
But you
400
also
KO.
can turn those off if you want to.
So I'm at this location, and it looks like my objective is to defeat the enemies with loud attack. So I think I need to do. Oh, I can't use right now, but I will wait till my rune fills up first. But
Make some noise,
okay,
Chico.
so I'm going.
Do
I'll
it.
do that. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
that's sick.
These guys are well.
This guy's really getting in your way. So as you can see, when you use the Sheikah runes, there is a little bit of a wait time for it to charge back up before you can use it again, which is very similar to how it worked in Breath of the Wild. Oh man, that was a gorgeous takeout right there.
Ooh.
And the
So I
reason
guess I
for
did that.
using these loud attacks was to call forth a certain familiar
No, I'll do
monster.
good.
And there he is. Oh man.
You sure it's not a lady though?
I think he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's too scary, and he's coming after me, so I don't think I want to do this.
Oh
Bye-bye.
no.
No,
I'll do
let's
good
go
myself.
ahead and like
That's it.
let's
He
skip
ran
to
away
the
from the
main
Maldigo.
menu while we can.
What? No.
So we're gonna go
Evil.
back to the world map and
okay.
show some of the
That's actually
gameplay,
evil. They don't
between
show
battles.
the Malduga battle.
Leveling up characters, strengthening weapons,
Okay,
and
so it's a-
unlocking things.
That's how the map
there it
works.
is. A very familiar map of Hyrule. Chico, do you want to tell us a little bit about
How do you teleport to
this?
different maps?
Yeah, so if you ever play, like original Hyrule
Okay,
Warriors
so
game or maybe
Rito
different
Village,
Warriors game,
There, the
you
Hyrule
might be
Field.
familiar with
Is
how
that
the menu
the
looks like. You will go from
Okay,
chapter 1 to 3.
Zora's
like,
Domain,
at
and
this
then, like,
one, you
that
actually
other
go
place,
through
some other
different
place.
chapters and locations
that other
using
place?
the map of Hyrule from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And
Actually,
when
this
I
place
first
is
saw this,
outside of the
I was
battlefield, so it
literally
might be
screaming
exploration.
because it was so gorgeous, and I just loved it. And because it's a Hyrule Warriors game, when you're playing the stages, you collect a lot of different type of materials. So using those materials, you can unlock different locations on the map, like the stables, other training grounds, and
So,
even like different dishes you can cook type thing. So one of the things I wanted to show is actually here, blacksmith. So it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be collecting a lot of different weapons while you are.
Wait, do we
It is a
only,
Hyrule Warriors game, so you
okay,
will
so
be collecting a lot of different weapons while you are in the stage. Not like Breath of the Wild, you don't the weapons do not break during the stage, but you can use these weapons you collected to strengthen your primary use weapon. So
Okay, so it's
right
different than
now I'm
Hyrule
using
Warriors.
this
I was wrong.
sword, but there's other different type of weapons I can get and different way to use it. So I want to use my sledgehammer, iron sledgehammer, and fuse them with all the materials I got so far.
With the level
And I
1
think
soup ladle that you will not neglect. Don't you dare.
Okay, so
Okay. Whew. I was worried.
I shouldn't. It's okay. It's okay.
No, use it. Use
Okay,
it.
so
Oh, yes, it's
you
okay.
can use up to 5 different weapons, and then you can strengthen. You of course have to use a rupee, so make sure you
Okay,
collect
so that's
rupees
actually
when
really
you are
useful,
in the
or
stage
cool.
too. And now I have my sledgehammer leveled up to 5, so I can use that for next battle if I want to. Another thing is the materials you collected. You can make the dish. So let's see, this one is ready. So spurred fish dish, and you need the materials 5 fish. So I have that trout. So now I love that dish. So I can earn the recipe for chili fish skewer.
Right, and the
Another song.
recipes can be used to give your characters a little bit of a buff before you go into battle. And there are a bunch of different types that
I
have
want to see
different
them
effects,
select
so it's
a
pretty fun to
battleground.
collect them and see what they do. Yep,
Make
they
a
also
monster.
by
have,
defeating the oh, go ahead.
yeah, so by defeating monsters and getting those materials, you can also turn them into these other quests, which you can use to unlock bonus combos or extra health or other
That's really
such things.
cool.
But the thing I really like about these is that they have little stories that go along with them. Little glimpses into the characters' lives between battles during this war. The one that we just did, for example, is about a young child in Hateno village who wants to build a monster dummy so that they can practice using a two-handed sword. And so Link actually brings the materials to make the dummy, creates this dummy, helps them build it, and then they train together. And that's how Link is able to come up with an extra move for his two-handed sword. And I love it because Link's from Hateno village, so it's a very cute glimpse into his life.
Yeah, the world building
So,
is really excellent in this game.
Yeah, we just
use
strengthened
it
this
back up.
200. I mean, sledgehammer is basically a 200 sword type. So I'm going into the training mission where I can actually use this sledgehammer to showcase how the 200 sword or 200 weapon will work in this game.
So they haven't
So I
done
changed
the
my
Master
weapon.
Sword yet.
And I guess I can change
also
my
change-
tire.
Oh, so there's different armor?
Yeah, you can
Oh, yeah, the-
unlock different pieces of armor as you progress through the game, and you can equip or, I guess, unequip them and dress him up however you want.
They look nice.
yeah,
What are you
this is-
talking about?
This is
And
Link's,
also,
training attire.
Okay, so you have a few... Oh, so they're just
and we
recipes.
also this is the chili fish skewer we just got from the recipe location, so I can use that.
Right, and every character will react differently to the dishes that you cook for them. And
is really
some
cool.
characters even have
Is that a
favorite
tower?
dishes, and they'll say something different when you give them their favorite dish. So
Is
it's
that
a lot
the
of fun
central
to
tower,
try out a
or
bunch
is
of
that the
different
Great
recipes
Plateau
and see
Tower?
which your characters prefer.
Oh, is this like the...
Yeah, and if you watch
Yeah.
the TGS
Oh,
live
this looks
stream, you might
so
have
funny.
seen the cutscene where it's showing the tower actually raising from the ground, and that tower is actually going to be a base for Link whenever he goes to the next mission. So I think you just saw him kind of like warping from the tower to that new location where I'm going to be showcasing the 200 sword training mission.
Right.
Without
So
a
yeah,
shirt on.
it is a training mission without.
Hey! Don't judge me.
Link's two-handed
I
weapon?
mean,
there's no
the two-handed
judgment.
sword is
Okay,
a lot
so
of
he
If
fun.
fights
anything, I
the
just feel bad for Link.
soldiers.
No, you know, he
I guess
works
there's
up
less
quite a
fabric to
sweat
get in the
swinging
way
that
while
thing
he's
around.
fighting.
I mean, it is a training mission. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
so
killing
as
them.
you can see, this is a training level, so you're fighting against a lot of Hyrulean soldiers, and using the two-handed sword, which, you know, aesthetically does look a lot like how it was used in Breath of the Wild. In this
And like
game,
Kylie and
it's
Captain as a
slower,
what's
but
it called?
more powerful than the one-handed
It's,
sword.
heavy enemy.
But the fun thing about it is that
What, did you just like eat something?
he can use the unique action to strengthen his strong attacks. In exchange, he takes a little bit of temporary damage,
Like this.
like that. And in order to heal that temporary damage, you can press X to consume a meal in the middle of battle.
Pro.
I love the
So
animation.
you're gonna be like
for
a
him
soldier
eating.
themed boss.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see
I
it,
love the
Chico.
animation for him eating.
Let's
Yeah,
get near
if
some
she'll do it
enemies.
for us.
Sorry. I was focused
Oh,
on
get near some enemies. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, so, but one of those
I
eating
just
animations is highly aggressive, and if Chico does it near some enemies, then we will see what happens. And hopefully we'll get an opportunity to show you that because I love it.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah! Okay, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Aggressive food eating
I love
with
it.
shockwave blast, sending the soldiers flying.
I love that they included that in this game as part of the actual fighting style for the two-handed sword. I think it's a great homage to Breath of the Wild and people who played it like I did, which is to say having a stockpile of apples or something in my inventory so I could chow down when I'm being blown back by a strong attack that did lots of damage.
You can aggressively eat your apples and send those soldiers
Aggressively eat your apples. It's the only way to eat
Wait, is
apples.
this Long
in
Run
this game.
Ranch? Wait a minute.
If you burn
Alright, how many
apple,
chaos
you
do we
can
have?
I can't
actually,
tell.
grill the apple too.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
So I have to kill
Alright.
I think it might be.
7 more.
Long Run Ranch is a battleground?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh,
We're more
no,
than
no.
halfway.
I'd also like to point out that this location is very familiar. It appeared as ruins in Breath of the Wild, but now, before the calamity, it's in its heyday. And it's very cool to see what it looked like before it got destroyed.
Yeah, and
Nice
Chico,
one,
maybe you can
Chico.
show us some lightning rod action.
What? Hold on.
Oh yeah, we did get to see the ice rod
This
before.
one? Woohoo!
Yeah,
that's
that
sick.
one.
Poor soldiers. Wait,
You can do it. So, as you can see, she's timing her attacks for when that weak point gauge comes out. The big strategy against these stronger enemies is to cut down that weak point gauge and create an opening so you can do a counter attack, which can be very powerful.
Okay.
Nice
A
one.
little bit more.
I need a big group of soldiers to beat that sea.
I love the two-handed sword so much. I think it's my favorite. It's so satisfying, to just slam through all of these enemies, these thousands.
So
and
how do you,
thousands of enemies.
Win the battle.
And also
training
to
ground
take a
thing?
little break to have a snack here and then. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is my favorite one.
I'm hoping we
Look at
can.
that.
I know your
show
favorite is
some,
the-
show some
Okay, it's
flurry
fine.
rush too. Oh, of course.
I'm trying! I suck at this thing!
you
What?
don't.
No, you don't. You're doing great. You're almost there.
We need to find another one of those captains.
Okay. No, he's not good. Yeah, done.
Nice. There we go.
Wait.
Yeah, look, it's Derek.
Wait, he's like a boss? Okay, it's being really laggy.
Well, he's very heavy moving character too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh,
He moves
is he a
surprisingly
boss
quickly
or?
for someone of his
Okay, no,
size, though, I
he
have to
definitely, he's
say.
definitely a boss.
Yeah. Oh,
Does that mean we'll be able to fight Mifa, Revali, and Urbosa?
You can do it, Chico. I believe in you.
He's your
Yeah,
own
no, he's definitely a
size.
boss.
I mean, like, he's like 3 times
Oh my
bigger than me.
goodness.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is really smart of
That
them
looks like a
because
little
like
bit
they would
of
only have
rough
like 3
play for
bosses
training.
if they didn't do this. So that they're being very
Very seriously.
the people who have
Nice
created this
work.
game, Koei
Yeah,
Tecmo
wow.
and Nintendo,
Man,
are
you
being
made
very
quick
smart.
work
You took
of
'em out
your
really
good
fast.
job.
How much is
Yeah,
left?
you did.
Oh.
All right, let's cut away
Kinda
from this
spoiled
for a
it. It was
second.
a high
We
note.
have one other thing we'd like to show you. Chico's got to set it up though. I love Daruk. He's so great. He's such a
Well, and it's really
fun character.
Yeah, and it's cool to see all the various characters, you know, that we know and love from Breath of the Wild, but seeing them in this different setting and seeing all of their special moves and how those differ. I do really like seeing that, and I'm excited for what we're about to show you as well, you, the viewers.
Yeah, it's great. It's an amazing thing that they've done with this game.
You know, that they're bringing it back, and we see those same touches from Breath of the Wild in this game. And Chico mentioned that the weapons aren't breakable, so you really could, you know, equip that soup ladle if you wanted a serious challenge. You could fight with the soup ladle.
Serious.
You could
You know,
use
yes,
weapons to
choose your own
make the suit a
adventure.
little stronger. Yeah.
The Invincibles.
I love it. I love that when you use the
Okay,
soup
so
ladle, you've got the
Impa
pot lid
only?
as a shield too.
What battle is this? Is this
All
another-
right, so
Totally.
we're looking at Impa now.
You can't hear anything. What?
Yeah. So what I want to show is in the distance, but I need to take care of these guys first because these guys just in
Nice.
my way. Okay.
There we
Ah!
So
Now we can
obviously
hear.
this is a new depiction of Impa that we're seeing here, but Chico is about to show us just what Impa is capable of in the gameplay.
I love her. I love Impa so much. I think she's so much fun to play. She's so quick, and she has these different jutsu attacks that she uses, like the summoning of the frog
There's the Hinox.
and the creation of
I
foam.
killed them! Let's go!
You did. That was an impressive use of the electric rod, I have to say.
Why is it so fast?
And here we have a Hinox. I love it. So yeah, as I was saying, Impa's gameplay, being able to absorb those symbols to create the clones and then strengthen the strong
Why is it
attacks
so
when
fast?
she has all of her clones out is it's really fun. Takes a lot of strategy and timing.
Bro.
Nice. And you can see her Sheikah rune usage does differ from the other characters we've looked at today too.
Okay.
You can do it.
Ah, I forgot
So
to-
we discussed earlier
ready.
the usage of runes in order to create openings to counter strong enemies. And it's even more important that you do that when fighting these big monsters too, because if you get the timing right on these, just like
Nice.
that, you can create
like
these
that.
great
Bro, that's
dramatic,
so funny.
openings for yourself. And it really is vital that you get these weak point smashes in because they do so much damage. And it can really make it easy to, or easier, I should say, to take these guys out.
Okay, so this is
Take out
another
the
training
Orpheus
ground.
that was just having a nap.
Because he's got a time
minding his
limit.
own
Beat the
business.
Hinox and key in it.
I don't know
Doing his own
about that.
thing. Well, I mean, I would be grumpy too if I got woken up like that.
That's fair. Nice work,
Chico's
Chico.
making short work of this guy.
She really is.
I love that flying squirrel move.
We've only got 20
The
seconds, so they're gonna
maniacal
kill it in
laughter,
time?
Yes.
You guys
Nice.
can now.
All right, I think that's
All right, I
all the
think
time we
that's-
have left for today. Let's stop beating up on this poor Hinox and let him
No.
go back to his nap.
Okay, it's over.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in.